You know, why don't you do us all a favor, Sonny, and just admit that you gave the order to blow up that ship and kill Faith Roscoe?
Oh, get your filthy hands off of me! I didn't do anything!
Look what I found.
Why don't you tell us what happened?
I heard that Mr. Corinthos wanted me dead. So I went to Mr. Alcazar and asked him to help me get out of town on his yacht.
He helped you.
Yeah, if you'd call locking me in a stateroom helping me, sure. He said it was for my own protection.
So they want to come back here?
Well, obviously it was a setup. I thought I was on my way to the Caribbean. When I finally got out of the room and saw the Port Charles skyline, I realized that they were planning to dump me off on the docks like an open target.
Can you corroborate any of this?
Well, the part about her asking me for help. Now I realized it was diversion. She was going to circle back, kill Sonny before he could get to her.
Still doesn't explain who exactly blew up your yacht.
Faith, probably, so she'd be presumed dead.
You destroy my yacht?
It was the only way that I could escape. And now I need protection.
I think you're going to be fine in a jail cell. You're under arrest for the attempted murder of Jasper Jax.
If you put me in jail, these two will make sure that I don't get out alive.
She been read her rights?
Yeah, as soon as I
Good.
pick her up.
Please just take her downstairs.
This is a mistake.
Faith,
this is a
let's go.
mistake.
Please, go.
Oh, Justice, I need a lawyer.
I'm here to represent Mr. Morgan and Mr. Corinthos.
Justice, please, for old time's
Do it.
sake.
My hands are tied. It's a conflict of interest.
I knew you wanted me out of your life. I just didn't think you were going to let me die to see it happen.
Faith, let's go.
You're being released pending further investigation, but if I find out that you did try to kill Faith on the docks, I will happily take you to trial.
Are my clients free to go?
Well, there's the matter of the weapons charge.
Mr. Morgan and Mr. Giambetti both had licenses for their firearms, and you know it, Lansing. This was a transparent ploy to get them into custody. Pull this stunt again, and we'll sue your department for harassment. You got that?
Send divers down to see if anything can be salvaged.
Looks like your setup didn't work.
I gave you everything you needed to eliminate Faith. You still failed.
Well, you lost too because that beautiful ship that you had, Faith sank it. Rick wants, us to start a war, but I'm not going to give him satisfaction.
You deal with your unfortunate brother however you want. Faith is mine now.
Thanks for leaving the station when I asked.
Yeah, I realized I owed it to you to avoid another fight with Carly. I mean, there's no reason she and I can't find a way to deal with each other and leave you and Sonny out of it.
Well, that would be a first for Carly.
Concentrate on everything I have to look forward to now. I mean, especially my little girl.
I'm glad you agreed to stay.
Me too. I mean, this is gonna be good for her, Jason. And I don't know. I mean, who knows? It just might work out for all of us.
Still, I feel it on my skin, taking me to where I need to be. I will no longer give in to the rush of silence. I will stand for what I believe in.
Jax just left the parking lot. I need to speak to you alone. Tell me exactly what Jax told the cops.
What difference does it make? Jason, Faith is in custody. She's out of your way. I mean, isn't that the point? Or does she have to be dead first?
What are you talking? You're the one who tried to warn me on the pier. I just want to know
Jason,
how the
I was desperate to save you that night, but you had no interest in hearing what I had to say. You told me to stay out of it, so I am taking your advice, okay?
This is important. I need to know what happened, Courtney.
Stop grilling me, okay? Don't you have anything else better to do? I mean, maybe Sam needs your help again. Or has she already moved on?
No, Sam's not going anywhere.
So she's still living with you after everything that's happened?
Well then, why don't you go back to Sonny's mistress and leave Courtney alone? What's it gonna take for you to get the message, Jason? Courtney's through with you.
Jax speaks for you?
No, he doesn't. Look, Jason, I think
I think you should just leave us alone.
That's what you want.
The baby's doing really, really good. I would like you to meet my brother Danny.
Well, pleased to meet you, Danny. I'm Mike Corbin.
Hi, is your toaster broken?
Yes, it is.
Can I see it?
Sure.
You think you can fix it?
The coil's shorting out. I can fix this easy.
Well, you'd be doing me a big favor.
If you take Faye's case, it won't be seen as an act of betrayal.
That's unfortunate. Because that's not how it's
Now
meant.
you better think about what you're doing. And be real sure that you want to go there, because if you do, you're done with Sonny and me.
I hate this tension between us, Jason. I mean, just because we're not together doesn't mean we have to be at each other's throats.
Well, if you would answer my questions, I would have been out of there before Jackson.
I didn't answer your question because I don't want to get dragged back into the drama, okay? Jax and I are trying to stay away from your work.
Jackson and I. Wow, this thing with Jax is getting serious, isn't it?
Yes. And it scares me to death.
Why would that scare you?
Because I never thought that I would love anyone after loving you.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
You really fooled everyone, didn't you?
I know that we can't be together without one of us losing who we are. When you love someone, it doesn't just go away.
I know, it doesn't.
There's like this deep feeling just gnawing at your heart. Sometimes I bury it, but it always comes back.
You're beautiful. And, you have a good heart. And I just knew when we broke up that somebody else was gonna see it and want to be with you.
But do I really want to be with them?
Makes sense that you'd move on. But I don't have to like it.
That's how I feel about you and Sam.
You know, it's tough being a single mother. I don't know how Alexis does it.
Oh, meaning I can't?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm sure you'll be great. You know, you're very resourceful. And obviously, you want what's best for this baby.
Oh, whoa. Did you just compliment me somewhere in there?
Guess I did.
Yeah.
So that's a girl, huh?
It is. And, we've decided to name her Lila.
That's nice.
Thank you.
I'm sure she'll be as lovely as her namesake.
Sam and I aren't in love. It's just an arrangement.
But you're still living with her.
She has nowhere else to go. You know, nobody to help with Sonny's baby.
So you want to help. You want to make it okay for Sam's little cry.
Somebody has to, you know.
I guess that's why I'm jealous. You and I could have had a baby and she would have given us some common ground. Or someone we would have loved so much that we wouldn't have cared about our differences.
You know, we can't change what happened.
And I can't stop wishing we had another chance.
Hey, the toaster is fixed. Your brother is a whiz.
Brother?
That's me. I'm Sam's brother.
Oh, hi. I'm Jax. It's nice to meet you.
Danny, Jax and I used to be really good friends.
You're not anymore?
I'm beginning to wonder.
Hey, listen, Danny, why don't you come with me and see if you can do anything with this old junker that I call a car, okay? We'll be right up, we'll be in the back. It's right up here.
Danny
You're
is...
full of surprises, aren't you?
Yeah, he's the main reason I went looking for my mother.
Your father let her take him when she left?
Well, I'm not really sure why she wanted him. I mean, she kept him locked up in the basement, hidden away like some dirty secret. But as you can see, he's doing a lot better now, and I got him involved with a program for independent living.
So the whole time you were on the run, you were protecting your brother?
Well, it's a little bit more complicated than it sounds, but...
You don't have to explain it to me. It's obvious that you love him.
Yeah, helping Danny is the best thing I ever did.
You okay?
I never wanted to resent you.
I never wanted to fight who you are. We were right to let go. I mean, living without you is... it's hard. You know, but it's better than just holding on to each other, hurting,
I can't
hurting.
do this anymore.
Much choice. But you're gonna have the baby right there at Kelly's if I didn't take your brother back to the motorcycle shop.
Yeah, I just didn't want him to worry, that's all.
It's okay to scare me half to death, huh? Look, I understand that you want to keep the truth from Danny, but why don't you let me take you to the emergency room?
I'm fine.
How can you be so sure? This is your first pregnancy.
Listen, for one thing, pain is gone. And another thing, my doctor told me that I have something called Braxton Hicks contractions. And it's sort of like my muscles are practicing, getting ready for labor. And she said not to worry.
You seem really calm about this.
Well, it's probably the only aspect of this pregnancy I actually feel like I have under control.
I don't want to intrude, but...
Just friends.
I'm sorry?
You were just going to ask what's really going on with me and Jason, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Yes, you were. Just friends. I've never had any romantic interest in him. Not that he's not attractive and...
And he's not attracted to you anyway.
Jax, I happen to be in love with someone else. I'm just telling you that Jason and I are not a couple. He's still in love with Courtney. So if you are in love with her, I think
Are you
got it
assuming
hard.
that if Jason wants Courtney back, then she would go?
Yeah, in a heartbeat.
Well, that might be true. If he asked her now, 6 months from now, I seriously doubt it.
Why? Because 6 months from now, Courtney's gonna be in love with you?
I bring out the best in Courtney. Jason does the opposite. As much as I loathe the man, I'm sure he doesn't enjoy bringing her to tears. So he feels guilty. She overcompensates, and whatever love they have left gets buried under remorse and endless misunderstandings.
Meanwhile, you and Courtney understand each other perfectly.
It's pretty straightforward at this point. I bet her $10 million that I could seduce her in 3 months.
Oh my God, you are so gonna lose.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But when I do, I'm going to win. Because Courtney's going to realize that she wants to be with me. And Jason taught her to equate love with misery.
I brought Danny to Kelly's to meet Mike, and Jax was there, and then I start getting pains, and then he insisted on
Are you
taking
still having pains?
No, I'm fine. It's the Braxton Hicks contractions. The doctor warned me they'd be happening soon.
You can leave.
Well, no one could ever accuse you of being inconsistent. Sam?
Jax. Jason, I didn't want Danny to worry. I'm sorry. I was having
You don't
pains.
have to explain.
You hate his guts. I would like to explain to you why he was sitting
You
on
needed
your
help.
couch.
Jax gave it to you. End of story.
No, forget it. You are not gonna do this.
Do what?
Reverting to Jason, the walking, talking block of concrete who doesn't feel, doesn't react, doesn't have an opinion about anything. Why don't you just admit that it drives you crazy to see Jax and Courtney dating?
Courtney and I are divorced.
It doesn't mean you don't feel.
Just leave it alone, Sam.
Just because you refuse to talk about something
What
doesn't
I
mean
feel
that it's
doesn't matter. If I love Courtney, if I don't love Courtney, how it all could have been different, it does not matter. I saw her today, and I told Courtney that I want her to be happy, but it's not up to me who she's happy with.
Fine. Forget Courtney. How are you and I going to live together if you keep doing this? We need to communicate.
We do. You do most of it.
About something deeper than if I've taken my vitamins or how late you're going to be working. We need to tell each other how we feel. Like if we're sad or upset, we need to help each other through it.
Look, you just need to take care of yourself, take care of the baby, eat, sleep, and avoid stress.
Well, it stresses me out to see you so angry. You're about to put your fist through a wall.
Well, I'm not angry.
You were.
Well, I got over it all by myself. I don't need to talk about it.
What is so wrong with wanting to help you? You have seen me through the toughest time of my life. If emotional support were monetary, I would be in debt, I don't know, let's see, thousands of dollars. And I'd given you what, 50 cents?
Okay. You really want to help? Just stop asking how I feel. You want to talk about something? Let's talk about the baby. Or the weather, or nothing.
Fine, fine. You win. For today. Because the weather's good, the baby's good. And no, I haven't eaten lunch yet.
Why didn't you tell me? I would have made you something.
I will do it. I'm going to take off my shoes. I'm going to be barefoot, pregnant, in the kitchen. Exactly the way you like your women.
On second thought, I'll cook.
I was teasing. Come on.
I know.
Okay, well then a good way to show that you get a joke is to smile. Or something. Laugh. Yeah, I'm serious, Jason. Children model their parents' behavior. And suppose she grows up and she doesn't know how to smile. Do you really want to be responsible for a humor-impaired child? No, I don't think so. You need practice. Lots of practice.